is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Again, Tannehill. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And that is incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. 3rd down here.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he finds Danny Amendola. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. First down, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. First carry for Nick Chubb. Dancing away at the 35. And now off to the race. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's pulled in at the 32. Whoosh. Still fighting for more. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there? Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Steps away to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Detroit! Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And now another one thrown incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. And that right right there, something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
For the Miami Dolphins, Charles, you think back to last year. They stayed in it much of the season. Week 14, that shocker on the final play versus the Patriots kept their playoff hopes alive, but ultimately they didn't make the playoffs. Going to have a new head coach. What do you think moving forward?
And weren't we all surprised after that win against the Patriots that they lost their last 3 games, and as you noted, cost Adam Gase's job? This team has not won a playoff game since December 30th, 2000. Head coach, Dave Wanstead. Quarterback, Jay Fiedler.
Wow.
That's a long time ago. They've got to find a way to correct that, and they'll be doing it with new administration up front, a new head coach, and maybe a new quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Zip.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, slow down. Zip. Hut.
Here's Tannehill. Going for a right side here. Complete. His first catch good for 8 and a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
On 1st down, it's score. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, 20. Hut.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Charles Chubb, heck of a rookie season, but do you think it bothers him that he had 996 yards?
I'll guarantee you it bothers him. It reminds me of a runner by the name of Dave Hampton, who played for the Atlanta Falcons, who actually went over 1,000 yards in a 14-game season. They gave him the game ball, stopped the game, and applauded for him. And then he took another carry and lost yardage and finished the season at 996 yards and never came close to 1,000 again.
But still, though, Nick Chubb, great season, finishing 10th in the league in rushing as a rookie.
And don't forget his signature run against the Atlanta Falcons, 92 yards for a touchdown.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. 3.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A first down throw for Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now look at 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's
Detroit,
3rd down.
Detroit.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. 20. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Akeem Spence able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now Mayfield buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Mayfield looks to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. That's the way they should look at it.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, defensive. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Larry Ogunjobi coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, cheap.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Underneath for Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Gone!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play action, it's Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Body Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back now in Miami. Handoff comes to Chubb. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Gal, the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They run it again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Mayfield to throw it. Forced out to his left. Shrugs the tack. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kiko Alonso able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will make our score 9-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win. I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's 2nd down. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result. They pitch it to Chubb. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Tannehill now to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Amendola catching it left side. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
50-50. Go.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now Tannehill.
If he indeed got it, he didn't get it by much. This is a great push up front, but I think the nose of the football does make it over the line to gain. And whoa, that was definitely cutting it close.
He was looking to go back to Stills, and that'll bring up second down. Tannehill. Flush to his right. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Zero. Hey, 20.
Now Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and a mile. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, 20.
One last throw here for Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.